So it might be live now. Then PS for giving the wrong, but the very weird stuff sometimes. Let's see. Yeah, on the microphone and still no red confirmation that the microphone is on. That's really weird. Let's check this out. This. Now I turn the mic on. It might be all the way here. Okay, let's try again. Says someone live. Okay. There we go. No, I actually saw the really like confirmation that it's actually being broadcast. Hello everyone, Myrmonden here. So I haven't been playing for a few days because yesterday some Christmas stuff and so on, and some other metal stuff. And Thursday we had like a game night to play some fighting games and so on. So anyway, today I'm gonna do a review, and I have a headache and stuff like that, so I have a huge headache today, so I'm gonna bother doing like a real review of this game. So I'm just gonna do it while I stream this game, while we travel and so on. This game is called Everwing, right? I can't say it's wrong. So I'm doing this because this is a game that so everyone on work, my workplace, to play this pretty much at work. Yeah, literally at work all the time instead of whatever. And so I was like, okay, this is Smook again. And I was like, so shoot them up. Smook. And I was, of course, I have played a lot of Smook over my years. And this game is not only similar to a Smook game, it was a good episode, right? But also because the graphics and the characters and so on are very inspired by Toho, if you ask me. So I was like, what if I get this game right? And stopped playing it yesterday. So I woke up at like 5 this morning for a headache right now. A huge headache, and I couldn't sleep, and I just whatever. So I like laid in my sofa and played this game that Everwing. I played it yesterday. So I played for like 6 hours straight today. Just testing everything out and so on. So I'm gonna give my like review and taste of the game right now then. We'll try out during downtime of this game. And we're 60 for this game for sure. I think this game is really bad, like overall. This game is pretty bad, but I will say that it's what it does good is that it's addiction to it, monetization attention to it. It's pretty good in the game. So it's kind of interesting game because it's pretty much have everything you don't want to see in a good video game, and everything you want to see in a free-to-play game, right? Not everything, of course. I mean, it's very shallow. The game is quite new and so on. So, but it's pretty. The game is. How should I explain it? The gameplay is extremely limited. It's extremely shallow. But you have like the dailies, you have the retention, you have a very clear progression. All the Smook games, you can level up your weapons and so on, but you can't actually improve beyond every game session. There's probably other free-to-play games out there. This is the first one I played, so quite interesting because I played Smook since Super Nintendo probably, Sega Genesis. My favorite Super is Earth Defense Force. And I played Pokerocky, if you count the Smook game, but that's like 100 times. I streamed Pokerocky back in the days. Streamed it a few times, thinking about it. As Everwing then, I mean, the thing with the game is that I hate this game, in a sense. Because it really is like emphasizing everything you don't want to see, as I mentioned, on like the streamlining of, games in average. Because what the game does is that it has, how should I say it? It's one-dimensional instead of being two-dimensional. And it kind of freaks me out how ridiculously simple that is. Because I always hate when people look down on people. Like down on people's potential. Not look down on people. Oh. So Noah fast travel when I thought I do this review. Okay, anyway, yeah, like it feels like this game is, it feels like they have pictured everyone being the dumbest motherfuckers ever, kind of, right? That's kind of the feeling I have when I play this game. It's like, okay, let's assume that everyone is really retarded, okay? And actually I kind of like the whole idea of doing a Smurf free to play. I actually made my own Smurf game 2 years back. I did the coding. Very simple game. And this game is, it's quite simple and so on. It has a beauty to it. I like simple games that are kind of down to earth, so to speak. So I like the whole idea of doing that. And then you collect your dragons, stuff like that, and have characters. And they are all very tour inspired, I would say. Very cardboard tour, but it's like 10 easier. But the game is ridiculously limited and ridiculously. So that's kind of first looked into the game yesterday. So I was like, what's everyone playing this game for? Because you're playing it in the computers, right? You have downtime. And I can't get that. I don't get why they're doing it. I still not get why they're doing it. But after playing the game, I'm still like, wow. Like, okay, this game is kind of fine on your phone. When you shoot or whatever. Also, the controls are way better in phone than PC, so much harder than PC, I would say, with the mouse in the game. That's another point. It's just a better game.
ハンマーヘッドって絶対繁盛するよね。そういう意味で。そういう意味で。
But the weird thing there with the game is that why wouldn't you? For me, this first like, why wouldn't you play Toho, on your PC, right, or whatever, if you want to play a Smurf game? It makes much sense to me if you want to play this game, literally. I'm just gonna go through some of the outputs here. Know it's a new rank and so on. What's that? This is everything.
Hey, goodness.
So anyway, because this game is like, everything you don't want to see in future games, right? Because it really is like, how can we make a genre stupid? Because, wait. Why did I stop? Anyway, let me see. This is the right path. Okay. Nice. So the thing with the game is that it's, how should I explain it? Every other Smurf game pretty much are 2-dimensional, right? Either you see it from like over the head of the character, like in Tor, for example, or you see it from the side, like in R-Type. So you see from the side. So you have those 2 different aspects of the game. This game you do see from like behind overhead of the theater. So it's as again as in the Tor. A bunch of other games like Tearing Down, a bunch of other games. Probably the most common one today, I would guess. Probably from tanks to Tor. But I think back in the days, like the Super Standard or kind of those generations that third, fourth, considered probably on the side was probably actually much more common. And then you have the other games like Guns of Heroes, because every game special, very good with that games. Or which on the side? So the game could get from them. Well, but like Guns of Heroes is a 2D action game, rail shooting, like as in Contra. Those games you can move, but don't have stage and you can move the character, like on a cart or something. So complete rail shooting. That's what it is. But anyway, so this game is from the behind the 2D angle, like before. But you cannot go back or forth in the game. So when I played the game yesterday, I was mind fucked by that. That took me like a few years. I died in the first enemy a few times. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Nocto!
I'm still.
あそこの宿に泊まらない？
なんかあんのか？
夜は危険がいっぱいだから、今日はそろそろ休もうよ。
But anyway, should we go tonight? But anyway, yeah. So that's my point. Still my point. That's what kind of means. That is like.
No. 了解だ。
It could be one of the blatant ever seen for a game to go a route, right? When you say, okay, here we have X game. How can we make it more stupid? How can we make it simpler, stupid, having no requirement of skill level at all? This is how you do it. You remove one of the game's game dimension. So the game only has one dimension. You only move X dimensions. to the left or to the right, and you cannot move back and forth. And this is what I'm talking about most in this reviews and annexation of Everwing. That is so stupid if you ask me. Yes, I get it. You want to have a simple game, you want to have whatever mainstream, casual, more kind of thing. But the game is so limited. Limited is the key word for this game, I would say. And actually, it kind of disappoints me. I think the game has good graphics. The game has a good flow to it. You know, it feels good to play the game, even if it's one dimensional. But it feels like, wow, this is so limiting. Why is it like this? This is no reason to be at this. The game could even be the same as it is, and you have, you know, like the second dimension, like on stage 10 plus or something. Then it can be much harder. You have to use it. It would have to be like, you know, limit also dragons a lot. Limit also characters a lot.
またキャンプかよ。
Weapons, power ups, it limits the game tremendously. Which of course is obvious, because if you remove one dimension in a game, and it's a big dimension going from 2D to 1D, right, so to speak, and going from, you know, 3D to 2D, like, that just makes the game ridiculous and weird. So something easy. And then you have a lot of this, I fished a lot. So what happens then in the game is that in what scope games, when you drive the game right forward, especially I think in the side 2D games like Arts and EDF or whatever, then you have that the enemies will always, as in other games, and come from the front primarily. They will attack you and so on, whatever, from the right side. You turn it from the left, right? And so that's kind of the basic. This game kind of works the same, right? Because when the top down and stuff, which is all games. Right? However, you can go back and forth freely in these games, and because of that, enemies can also come from behind, which is, you know, not a common thing. What's this?
Oi.
Oh yeah, we're doing those things. I'm kind of like, for that. It doesn't really matter.
That's good.
Yeah. So what you have done, right, is that you have the enemies come from behind you. Pretty much every other Respawn game, forever, right? That gives you a much more depth to the game, because it can't be. Yeah. It's very simple, it's comparable to this game. I never thought I was going to have to do this comparison in the game. But it's like when you can't stand on the edge. But like that's one of the basic things you learn when you play these kind of games, is that you cannot stand on the edge of the game. You cannot be in the. You have to so if I was playing a smooth character, I couldn't be standing here, right? This I would die from. I had to stand about over here. So, while enemies primarily will come from this area, these games, right? You will, this is how it appears, this kind of patterns. You will have, however, then, so you want to have the distance from them, right? However, if you're standing here, someone will spawn in your back and kill you, right? So, that's because that's the first basic step, right? You have to be a little away from the edge, but still kind of greeding into it. And of course, if you learn the stage of the game, you want to be like, okay, I can be edge here because there are no backhand enemies. So really, this is a game Everwing fails miserably if you ask me. It's like, this is weird, like, wow, removing the basic strategy of these games. But it also makes it weird for, like, you have dragons in these games that are like your sidekicks, you assist you and so on. Then you have to wonder, what can the sidekicks do? So I gained 2. It gives me more treasure chest. Then I have the character, the fairy, that boosts your income by twice. So at least I have like enormous amount of income. Obviously, it's to gain a lot of money in that game. Like in most free-to-play games, if you find the abusive pattern in the game, you can make fortune. Actually, I should mention that the game is really stupid how it works well on the wave clearing. So you have waves constantly in the game. They're always like the same waves in the game. And if you kill everything in the wave, you get 2 coins. And this is really stupid if you ask me in the game. For whatever reason, that doesn't increase. It might, like, I have played the game for like 1 hour for on life and so on. It does increase. I think it did eventually, but like it doesn't do it for the beginning of the game. It has a big mistake. That means that it's much more work to actually play the first wave of the game and then die, and then you play the first wave and die again. That would actually give you more. I'm gonna go to the Chocobo. It's called Whiz. So it's actually more work than to die in the game. Notice that it's more work to play the first 2 levels, so you can like auto-kill everything if you have a few levels in the weapons. Then you die, and then you respawn, right? And then you do it again. That gives you much more money because then you get like 500, 600, up to like 1,000 coins, and you get the price 2 and you get the but the other angle is to do it like
何回か聞いたかもしんねえけどうまいかエボに
何度も聞かれてる気がするが俺は気に入ってる
Then your weapons get too weak and it takes longer time, but the actual reward enemies are going very little upwards. Like it does give you higher rewards, higher game pressure, but it's very limited compared to doing it quickly. That's kind of weird. So I tried both, doing like this big playthrough and doing like very short and everything. And what I can see, you farm the game much easier. 2 waves. After you have, I don't know, church or something, then you can do 3 days. And it really is like huge margin step after you get doing more waves and working because kill the enemies so slowly. And also that the boss, there are very few bosses in the game. And they only have more health, so it's faster the higher you get. And eventually you get to the game where the boss takes like 10 minutes to kill. Because, you do so little damage, you have too low level of weapon. And the weapons are of course based on outside the meta game rather than upgrades, so not the actual game. So that of course kind of, makes it gives you no value. And also the bosses gives you less value, don't have to kill them. So it has absolutely no value in the game to actually go for the longer playthrough. There's absolutely no value at all. And this is the weird thing with Everwing, is that the gameplay of the game, the actual gameplay, is the bad part. Where like racing your dragon, which is a very typical thing, racing your pet, whatever, right? It's the good part. And it has some quests, it's like an attention thing. Basically you have quests where you need to have more characters and more dragons, you can send them out, and you get them back out the wildlings, of course. This is the way to give you attention, right? To return to the game, everything has an armor, and also a way to force you to have more characters. But still it's there, and you have upgrades and different characters with different abilities, so you want to maybe up a few of them and go back and forth and so on. So all of that is very crispy here. That's very simple to play, the phone is pretty good for it. The map is, see that's the map right there. Anyway. So into the game is the gameplay is so bad, right? So mundane, tasteless gameplay. You only get like 1 double weapon upgrade when you play it during the gameplay. You don't get speed boost. You play with the PC, your speed is depending on how fast you move your mouse instead of getting speed boost by enemies or like yeah, I don't know if it's that. Time it is a bomb actually. It was mentioned that for me. The game has bombs. It's really weird. Because if I made a game, if I had this game, I would have bombs in the game. You can sell the bombs, the 4 bombs, right? You have 1 bomb per life, the 1 playthrough you have 1 bomb. And if you want to have like more bombs at the maximum value, you can pay us like 10 euro or whatever, right? 5 euros, and then you get more bombs. And then of course you could either unlock it by like, I don't know, be level 100 and then you get like 2 bombs. Or pay us 10 euro. Bombs of course and then just clear the whole stage, like everything on your screen is cleared up, so you can survive some stuff. But you have to trigger it with like a tap or something. I guess then I found.
無事に着いたな。
やっぱチョコボくせえな。
Probably like a double finger tap, something like that would be free. I don't know, but anyway, that's I would definitely have that. Definitely, it's a good mistake I think. You can also have it that you have like a cooldown on it, so like 1 playthrough. You can be also that you have like 1 bomb per playthrough. But you can only stash 5 bombs, So if you want to play the game, you know, for more than like 6 rounds in a row, or 5 minutes, and then you will push around the bombs. You have to wait for like 3 hours to play it again, so you might want to like buy that. Can also be a way to do it. Anyway, there are a couple of ways you could definitely increase your motivation on the bombs, I would say. So that's also very common in those games. Rock is always in the old classic games from like 30 years ago, so it's weird to have that. Especially because you actually are bombs you can shoot. Also because you have bombs in the game, like literal bombs and you get the bombs. Shooting the bombs will give you like I should say it, you shoot the bombs, it actually gives you the exact bomb gaming mechanic talking about. Everything on the screen dies. So that means that they even have that mechanic programmed into the game. Code is already there. You just take that mechanic, give it to the player to use once every battle, and then you have you know, then you can do it, right? They actually supposed to be a lot actually, but you don't have bombs, of course. Like they don't have the mechanics in there. That's supposed to be a lot actually. Otherwise it's pretty good, but that thing is pretty weird. But anyway, the thing that with this limitation of dimension is really interesting because it really removes so much genre. So for example, you have the dragons dimension several times, they fly next to you on your sides. And already here we see a very big limitation to, you know, yeah, like that to that type of so we call it the game mechanic, the game feature, whatever, right? Dragons which fly next to you, as I mentioned, they have more passive effects, like gives you more treasure. Or like you have the homing. That's a very bad homing, which I actually quite I got the homing dragon. I was like, oh, this would be awesome. I can just fly in AFK. Games are streamlined. The homing is pretty crap in here. I was like, what the fuck? I have played all the games with 10 harder than this, and they have 10 better homing as well. They're still harder. So why is this game? Because Everwing actually have really bad homing, but games otherwise really easy. That pictures me out of that time. But anyway, players are pretty useful. That sounds right. Much more creative to other guys when they play around you, protect you, shield you, maybe give some boost, power boost, speed boost, and so on. See, right here is because the dragons, you can't spin around you like you probably do in other games. Spin around you instead of just flying next to you. Or actually have more or less a few dragons spin around you. A few will be in front of you. Some be behind, right? Some be spinning, some be stationary, so on, right? Because some of them take you in the back, some of them in the front, you get the perfect. So very there we see it like, wow, this is just a big limitation point. Because even if the game has a lot of dragons, which is probably the most interesting part to gather in the game, they are still all very bland, right? They used to give you a passive effect most of them. So I thought that's very particular. Like, you have this interesting, not very innovative, but still very typical, good take on, like, you know, let's make money on this thing. And then you have used, but you have made the whole gameplay make a lot of new than it should be. So that difference, what you're doing with them. There must just be a buff, right? But for example, they couldn't be in front. Give us some enemies, good. 3 hunts here. Okay, so I think we can do these two easily. We can all 3 here. Yeah. Nice. They're probably pretty close. Yeah. Last time there was an enemy here. That's what for it up here. Yeah. Yeah, so it's kind of weird then because dragons. It could be in front of you and have, give you extra life. All enemies come from the front. But that would be like buying the hero has 1 more life, so probably awesome dragon. I haven't checked out every dragon in the game, have to admit. Oh, what enough. I believe I can summon that or mess that. Yeah, right. So the weird part of that is that if you have the typical 2D dimensions of game and it's like around you, that protects you from just one angle, but sever angle is a very important thing to note here. The flash around you, and you know, you have a very quick frame rate, right? That means that in one frame rate, this is what the dragon essentially will protect you from, like, let's say angle 30 to 45, right? Around you and the center and geometry, so like it will be above you to head, right? I'm doing it by hands here now, for some help instead of the game. Like, how can I do it? I'm gonna. Okay, this is my face, right? This is my face. Even though math is my face. No, here. How can I do it trigonometry here? Basically, forward. Oh, in normal math, right? You have that the first quarter degree is in front of the thing, I would say. Like if this rock here is the front of the player in the game, then here in the middle will be 0 degrees. And then you go up here, and to here is 90 degrees, right? The other angle. 180 is here, and then here is 170. Then you go around here, and then you get 0, a circle. Ram right there. Okay. So 35 to push in the middle. So it will be like here. This kind of area. That could be like one frame rate. In like R type or something. You have this kind of thing around it. I think I'll do that. Got it. And so on. And that means that they can have a timer instead of, like, you can't take like one bullet on them because it will keep bullet time. It can be more like, you know, you have a timer on them, probably instead. But they protect you also from several angles. You know, or like behind you, you know, like plus 70 to 250 behind you, one frame rate, and so on. Direction of line, stopwatch and stopwatch. This game can't have that. You don't want to mention Everwing, so you can't have that. Only the I get it, this guy, the yellow guy. Sorry, the thing, yeah, it's one the music is the level thing is so good. So the thing is based on the level of one of the enemies, not based on actual damage. You can't actually count on level being how you are. At the beginning, they're all quite easy like the level. Seven of them found really hard, but actually that mini boss was really till that instead of they have normal obviously we have had also you had other humps earlier that definitely so like, you know, 30 say 30 or 31 to 25 and so on, where 10 and that's way this will be super easy. Since I can keep up everything when you're moving that, use that way of using the side appendix or whatever.
もう一押しだ。一気に攻めろ。ナイスグラディオ。どうだ。
おいドクト上だ。
Perhaps. Yeah. I can summon it. Yeah.
ホテルのベッドにダイブして。俺も。グラディオ、悪いけど今日キャンプ無理だわ。
It is weird why it doesn't.
ああ、めんどい。
油断禁物ってね。
Sorry, it's not counting for. So much. I think that this feels wrong. But yeah, let's go this one. Just probably take a long time. It's not past that.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway. Yeah, the one that I'm saying is that. Or, you know, stepping passive primarily that. Right? Because you can play around and do stuff and stuff. But furthermore, the boss that I'm getting or the other one, I mean is that I don't get how much you can evolve on that. I think it's again because you can fly back and forth, but even if you have enemies in the back, I think you can see in Odyssey, you have boss shooting out, you know, you say 10,000 difference pretty much. This is not a bullet. If you stay in edge, you stay at the back edge, you know, you have more time to react, time to avoid and so on. But some enemies, in like thorns or whatever, they will actually be impossible to beat if you stay in the back. You would actually absolutely like it. I don't think,
Locked up.
We have bullets shooting out, and they spread. They grew up in size. So if you're staying, say the staircase is the boss fight. If I stay out here, when the bullets hit me, they're gonna be twice as big as they are over here, like in the middle. That means if I stay back here for 5 seconds, I will actually be 100% dead. I cannot go in between the bullets because they're too big. So stuff like that, you know, they can't do, right? Everything in the game is you are like going forward and there are a row of enemies coming at you, like spider enemies, and you shoot at them, and one has to die, then that's that. They just follow me to you, from the laser to you, and you can avoid the missiles. You basically play the game by going like this, kill one enemy, get missiles falling at you like this, then you run over here, kill one enemy, missiles falling at you, kill one enemy, one thing you do. And all the bosses are very, very simple because they can't do like homing shots at you, they can't do matches like throwing bullets, they can't do that because the game is not letting up you to actually have any intelligent play. So, yeah, it's really weird feel playing the game. I play like, maybe I play like 30 slips in my day, something like that, and this game is like, wow, this is the simplest most easy. What the hell is this? In that sense, it's really, really great. You see right away that they can't do anything interesting. That's what I mean, the gameplay, like everything around the game is quite nice. It's really, the graphics is good. The controller on the phone is really good. It's responsive and everything like that. See the loading. Everything that's good. Tension I think is pretty good. I would have bombs and so on. For a new game it's really good. So far, you have the collecting, you have the dailies, or like you have the shorter time frames, you want to get more value per time, or you have, of course, then you decide to have a shorter time, like a day, then you have less reward, but you can have a day, or so. We have all of that. And it's still kind of weird playing the game. I mean, I played the whole this morning, I played it for 1,000 days, I think, 7 hours. Yeah. Straight pretty much, I farm like crazy. If I want to break the game, I need to get to work, and I think it's quite easy. Keep farming the first 3 levels, then that should be way better. Having, of course, double the points or more experience. Det borde higher score of your experience to level up characters.
Thank you.
The army now here. Or no. The army. Hopefully it can go to that. But yeah, the game is. There's an oh, this is what? Oh. New enemy thing, in a half, but I think it's the enemy. Jag want to kill it for new enemy. The music is changed, but like this is a heavy seat enemy. But no, it's level 33. Oh, it's 50. Might be really hard. Hello. It's really weird enemy because it's flying away from me, so I can't like. I mean, they're gonna stop the battle. Go away, right? So it's like. That changed my. That actually is really weird. I got the report card. It's like, you know, oh, battle is over. And I can land on me. Okay. Well, okay, let's do this one. Yeah, that's it. Or whatever. Seems to be really weak. Jag får det bara göra det. Yeah, it feels weird to play this game. I wouldn't say easily at this behavior, but definitely have you know, like, yeah, I can play the game. You really free, because all group games, of course, you power up to kill the enemies, speed up, you get burn, but you lose on that next stage, right? This game is difficult. Pressure force, That doesn't mind more like Subway Surfer or Everwing. Masquerading as smoking but all enemies are focused at once. You always see the same thing, you can actually hold back to like with down power when I hit the game. You actually play going either back and forth. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the game, definitely. Okay, drops me again here. Am I dead now? I can't see myself. Yeah, actually, that's a very good insight I got on nothing. Actually, right the end of one game. You don't have one punch. Really gameplay is so yes, that's a good point. Yeah. All I think is this game is that you have the power up, that we have double. Yeah, only one power, but double power. And then it's weird that you shoot one time. You have it, it's an enemy. And I think in most of the guns, smoke games or action games, like racing games, like for example guns, wild guns, they're coming now to PS4. One of them from the Natsume. What is wild guns? Classic game. Classic game. So it's a very good game. It's a new coming right now, I think, like this month or only in the US. Anyway, so in that game you have your bullet, right? You shoot like a machine gun, and you don't have to spam it on random. Like you're wasting why keep falling no extra energy. And I hate that. Wasting my double bullet. The game forces to do it. Only the game of especially like, no, it's more like, you know, I don't want to shoot that. Like, why do I do it? I want to do it so that enjoy it. Yeah, how the flies away out of the health from the back. Oh, okay. That's great for them. Yeah. That's really easy thing. The Everwing. Oh, yeah. As soon as I saw it, I was like trying to like let go of my mouth, you know, trying to hand something to like, hold the bullets. Don't waste your gun. See, that's what I'm doing. Do anything. You can sort of so wrong. So many levels. I really like this game I'm coming to. Not only the game, nice, Gladio! I have to play that. Now I do that. I know the one I do. I know how I do it. Remember a time-based game? But because I actually know it. Yeah, like Yeah, that's totally not
やっぱり俺強えわ。喉元すぎればうまくいったな。正直ギリギリだったよね。
Did drop some items somewhere. I definitely saw like 3 items dropping, which is probably really good because obviously it's like an extra hard enemy. But where was that? It's like 3 blue. It might be these two, but I don't think it was. It's like some random, yeah.
そうか。どうしたの？新しいレシピを思いついたぞ。
へえ、楽しみだな。
So yeah, Everwing is interesting for me in that sense. It's really like what happens when you remove the dimension. The only things the game also lacks is, for example, for EDF, for example, you can get more speed by killing enemies and they drop speed boost you. And if you die, you drop 1 speed again. It's really terrible because you have like 5 or 6 something in max. Force per left, and of course when you drop down, it feels really weird because you know, if you slow again, if you die, stage, because you're saving your speed. So if you like go the first stage without dying, you probably have the max speed the next stage. It's really weird going in there if you die some stage or whatnot. Typical of this game. But in that game then, you can also go back in your speed. This is not too uncommon, but this might be the first game, I think so. Because I know it is, that was do this. So it's very interesting because sometimes you want to, you know, go really quickly between left and right on the stage. I guess that's your, okay, whatever. That's really help. Right. Sometimes you want to be very, very exact in movement on like a boss that shoots a lot of bullets. Then you want to go 1 speed and so on. You can control that from one L and R button constantly. Go back and forth having max speed, control speed, max speed. Obviously, in this game, because they was going back and forth on one dimension. It's really heavy anyway. And also because every damn attack will require you things that fight enemies on the book game to another bullet or to go with like this kind of enemy. And like you say 5 bullets at right? Like picturing like with whole hit we have a long speed of, you know, hold down and a short speed. You might not go really fast with a lot of enemies. Actually this is really everybody in this game that all the enemies also in the 5 or 6 whatever row, the whole row. So never coming like 3 of them are like empty or, you know, shooting or so that will be more valuable than to go back and forth. It's not a weird game anymore, but I think I'm more perplexed. Nice, Gladio! So that's that for the match, where it's like, you can't really have the subway surfer or whatever, run away, running into those book space with poor graphics. Also, all the stuff I mentioned with one dimension there are no bosses in the game that is opening at you. How can you avoid a whole bullet if you always right back to the right direct way? Bullet that one hit you right to the side. I guess you can have like whole way from kind of like avoid. They all just those Radio, growing for example, in typical games we have homing. They usually have circle around it. You can circle around, you know, go up, speed, go right, and so on. Maybe it's like a whole team with a Mega Man as well a lot. And you do those things like jumping the walls, backing up, and jump over the screen. Hopefully go away from the wire. Beat the mic, a lot. Working mic. Mic, like run around big circle, wall to wall. Like Contra 3, for example. Very racing game, right? Contra 3. Yeah, it's good. You have that robot. Just like climb around. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Then you have the big also playing torture. That's the torture. Nice, Gladio! Who's that? Oh, yeah. This guy can't yeah, avoiding homing was very difficult, I guess. Actually, generally, I think. As I mentioned, actually, battle games, action, rush games. Game, you know, volatile game. Also, you have you can't avoid that. It's very big. Nice, Gladio! So many different aspects. I mean, I'm a little more hurt now since the respawn and the lots of tools. This is quite, you know, like, just like work them down by Radio, Taname! Shimatta! Nice, Gladio! They used to be more like weak, but like... I guess they were close to them, you see. Fine, I mean, that's the game here. The Greek was not supposed to be considerably over battle. Supposed to be the ball from the Greek. Yeah, that's typical. You have that to do? Alright. Probably cloudy.
It's good, yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Gradio!
Yes, Everwing. I played it.
Nice, Gradio!
This is endless running game. Look. There's none of the gameplay is absolutely it's a very performing game. The game is pretty good, but the game is really hard on the tempo. I don't know if I'm going to make up anything.
Radio,頼む。
But yeah, that's the most interesting. It's an endless game. Look at the gameplay. One dimension, you only go right and left. You can't actually not. There are none of the mechanics on the bottom of the game. All right.
Radio,頼む。
Not always having the good part of it. Control on iPhone. Horrible. Very, very active. Actually, that's I don't care. They are very cool.
そうだ。グラディオ。よし。危ない。
サンキュー。
気にするな。
It's not overly easy. If you wanna play the risky game.
グラディオが毒にかかってるよ。
However, you have to play a little weird and you don't get much from killing waves. I have to first play.
どうだ。
イグニス。ノクト。
Actually, or I mean, more radical. Endless running game. That's what it's even. Gameplay, yeah, and the gameplay is very, very boring. But it has, the gameplay is boring, but it's good surround surrounding. The nice skins. So I definitely like the game. Being down on the game. Really.
Nice, Gradio. どうも。せや。おいノクト。イグニスがやべえ。
Let's go back to ほら。
まだ休憩時間じゃねえぞ。
死ぬかと思ったよ。
I'm just gonna do like a pause stream here. What it is.